Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We're going to get ready with racing action here. Welcome to Barona Speedway.
So hard on us because this person was so much of a friend to everybody here. And this is one of those things you hate to do, but you want to do it in his honor. Mike Allegretta passed away on Thanksgiving last year. And if you don't know who he was, he ran die-cast collectibles. And he was also the guy that ran this track. If there's anything that you needed, Mike was there. Mike worked the corners. Mike did scoring. Mike did the 50-50. Anything you needed, Mike was there for you. He's one of those guys. He was a good friend to me. We went to Vegas one time. He was more worried that me and my family had a fun time than he did. He hooked us up on the most greatest weekend we've ever had. And the whole time he was worried that we weren't having fun enough for him. And that's the way Mike was. He always wanted to make sure everyone enjoyed everything in life more than him. And there's all these people out here, a lot of family, all these drivers out here know him as that kind of, and it's hard to have something like that happen, but it's one of those things that we want to honor him now with that. Like I told you guys earlier, Mike's ashes have been spread on the track. They had a little private ceremony and they spread the ashes in turn 2, so that'll be part of Mike in turn 2. And they also had some left over, they put it in the water truck. Chili went around the water truck and sprayed it all out on the track and in the infield. So Mike is now physically part of this track for all of us to enjoy. And Mike is probably looking down on us going, don't make such a big deal out of it, let's go racing kind of thing, the way Mike would have been. I'd like to bring Debbie Chapman out here. She probably has a couple nice words to say. You notice everyone has balloons on the car, everyone in the stands, if you have balloons, in a minute we're going to release them, and everyone has a lei on. That's in the honor of Mike. I know this is going to be difficult. She probably has more stories about Mike than I'd ever know. You actually hooked Mike and Cindy up.
Yeah, I met Mike about 12 years ago, and he was the only person when I was racing that ever called me and said, I want to be your sponsor. And it was pretty neat, and that's how I met Mike. And I never knew that 6 years later, I was going to introduce him to who would become my very best friend that I ever had in my whole life, Cindy, and get to watch them have such a great life together and see Cindy have a marry into this great, big, Italian, wonderful family. Mike was the kind of guy that always said, life's too short, you know? Just have fun, be happy. And he loved this place. It meant everything to him. He got his whole family involved in Barona Speedway, and though he's always going to be here with us, we're really going to miss his laugh. And if you get a chance, go into the store and see the big picture of him, and you'll see that that's the Mike that we all knew and loved. Thank you.
That picture was from Vegas last year when we went. It was him climbing out of a car, and he has the biggest grin on his face. That was the things I remember.
Mike was a cool guy, and the first time he called me, he was about coming up here and doing the souvenir stand, and he was very enthusiastic, and every week that he came up here, he was just like right here, and he wanted to do everything. And when this guy couldn't be here, he's right there doing the announcing, you know, doing everything to help us out. And when I found out, 2009 was a hard year for us. My aunt died, my uncle died, you know, and Mike, when I got the news that he passed away, it was a bummer. He was a cool dude. He loved the kids, he loved the track, and it was a great loss for us, for the racers, for everyone. So it was a bummer, you know, for everyone involved, and he was a cool cat. I really liked the guy. So he'll be sadly, you know, really missed. I'm glad we can do this and everyone's participating with us. Thank you so much.
In attendance here tonight is Mike's mom, G. Frank. They're in attendance. Frank came all the way from Vegas, and Angie's been here the whole time. She was helping Mike all through last couple seasons. You know, a key person in the booth. And then like when one time Mike came out here, she actually ran the 50-50 for us. I guess he gets everyone roped into a job.
Mike's mom and dad want to thank everybody. They don't want to talk right now, but thank you. So, thank you.
On behalf of all the family here, of the Allegretta family, thank you guys for being patient with us and helping us go through this. We're gonna really... We're gonna let you guys know what we're gonna do. The cars are gonna go around and do 2 laps in Mike's honor, and you notice everyone's got balloons here. On the second lap, as they come across the start-finish line, each car is gonna release their balloons, and if you guys want in the stands want to release your balloons at that time, they're gonna do the 2 victory laps, and then they're gonna peel off, and then Adam and we're gonna take a couple victory laps in the 9 Motors